Alright, so we are back here on Modern Warfare 2. Now, before we do get into it, there's a few things I need to say, and if you don't give a shit, skip to this timestamp. That's when I show the settings and all the good stuff. So essentially, the reason why there's only one video on Modern Warfare 2 out since release on this channel is because I've been sick this past week. I'm just getting over it, which is why I'm here making this video today. Something quick and simple. And usually I was gonna skip this type of video this year because obviously I do one every year. But this year there's actually quite a few differences in settings on what you want, and there's a few extra things that I can show you to make things a bit better for your user experience. I do have quite a few videos coming up in the next week if I can get off my ass and do them. But I do want to update you guys on my progress. I am going to make camo grind videos only for when I unlock the platinum challenge for a certain category. That's usually when I'll actually do the video for it. So there'll be like 9 to I think 11 different videos for each weapon category that I'll be doing for the platinum challenges to unlock platinum for each category. I'm about to get the SMGs done. I literally have to level up this Lockman, which is level 9. I need to get to level 13 or 14, and then I can unlock the Lockman sub, which is the last weapon that I need to get gold. And once I get that gold, then I'll unlock the platinum challenge for the SMGs, and then I'll be doing a video on those platinum challenges so I can get platinum on the SMGs. And then I'll probably go to start the ARs afterwards because I have like one more challenge to get gold for the M4, and I'm just going to move through with these. So that's the plan right now. I'm about to have platinum for the SMGs because I've been playing this past week. Not as much as I wanted to because I was sick, but because I would have SMGs already platinum because it's quite easy this year. But, you know, just to update you guys, that is going to happen. So anyways, back to the video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload another video. I'm going to be showing you guys the best settings in Modern Warfare 2. There are quite a bit to change here, and these are PC settings. Some of these you can change on console, and I am on controller, so if you're looking for keyboard and mouse settings, you're in the wrong place. So starting off with controller, I personally play tactical flipped, so that I'm crouching with the right stick and meleeing with B, and then instead of throwing grenades and everything with my bumpers, I'm actually aiming and shooting with my bumpers. That's essentially what that is. But something that's cool is you can set it to custom and you can change anything you want. You can, it's just like as if you're changing your keybinds on your keyboard and mouse. It's really cool that they finally did this for controller, which is very, very cool. I personally am not using it though. I still like tactical flips because that's what I grew up on, but you can mess around with it if you want. Controller vibration off because I feel like it messes with my aim. We're running 6.6 sensitivity with 0.90 ADS sensitivity multiplier. You either want this or 1.0. I usually have it at 1.0, but I was overshooting a little bit, so I put it down to 0.9. The sensitivity multiplier and vertical aim assist I leave alone. I actually left all of this alone, so just leave this alone. Go over to advanced. You obviously want target aim assist on. Now this is something very interesting. For the past few CODs, they've had Black Ops aim assist in there for both Cold War, I think it was in Cold War, and Vanguard. They've had this for a good bit. And I used to just swap between default and Black Ops. Like if I was, you know, missing my shots, I would just swap and it would completely change the way I played for some reason. I don't know what it was. It just seemed like on a certain day I was vibing with one aim assist and on another day I was vibing with another. But this, overall, I've found that Black Ops is a lot better and more snappier than default. I do still know a lot of people that use default. So I would check which one you like, but definitely check out Black Ops if you haven't because it feels very good. And obviously stay away from precision and focusing. They're completely useless. Like there has not been a single COD with these aim assist settings where I felt the need to use any of those. They are awful. Aim response curve type, you want dynamic. I can't really give you a good explanation on why to use dynamic. Just do it. Literally every pro ever uses dynamic, and I don't know a single person that uses standard. The only people that I know use standard don't know that this option even exists. They just play and they just happen to be on standard because that's the default option. Linear though, I would say only use linear if you're like sniping only. Only use linear if you're sniping because I found that does feel a lot better for sniping. But if you're using regular guns, I wouldn't suggest it. ADS sensitivity transition time, and you want instant. I have the ADS sense multiplier to 1.0. Input dead zones, I left mine at 0.15, but essentially the best thing to do for these is to lower it as much as you can without having stick drift. My stuff already felt good enough as it was, so I just left it. And if you're using triggers to aim and shoot, put these down to 0. It doesn't really matter for me because I'm using grenades and shit for my my triggers, but you just put those to 0 if you're using them for aiming and shooting because that'll give the fastest reaction time. So you won't have to push your triggers down too far for it to actually register that you're pulling down your triggers, if that makes sense. Everything else I left the way it was, and that's pretty much all for controller that I changed. We're gonna go to graphics now. I'm not gonna explain every bit of these. We're gonna like quickly run through my graphics settings for PC. I run full screen borderless because I am a content creator and I tab out a lot. But if you want the most FPS, do full screen exclusive. That'll give you a boost in FPS. Your screen refresh rate, you want the highest that it can be. Display resolution, whatever you're feeling. If you have a 1440p monitor, do 1440p, but it'll tank your FPS a little bit more. Everything else I kept the same. VSync off no matter what. You always want to keep that off, because if you have it on, it'll lock your FPS at your monitor's refresh rate. Custom frame rate, I have up to 300. And the menus, I have 60, and then out of focus, I have 30. Focus mode off, HDR off, and then in quality, I have 100 render resolution. You want a main thing, a big thing. You want fidelity cast with the strength at 100. This will sharpen your game and make it look extra good. I have Filmic SMA T2X, anti-aliasing quality at 2, video memory scale at 90. I have low resolution. I'm just going to slowly go through these. You can pause the video as I go on. On-demand text streaming, you want off because this will cause packet burst issues and everything. And then you can copy the rest of these, all the shadows and shit. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have on rather than on plus boost because on plus boost tanks your GPU a little bit more. Depth of field off, both motion blurs off, and film grain all the way down. Now into view, this is pretty important. I have mine at 105 because I think if you go above 105, you start to lose out on aim assist. I still don't know if that rumor is true or false, but I just keep it at 105 because it's fine with me. ADS field of view I have on affected, and weapon field of view I have on wide so that your gun is a lot smaller on your screen, and it kind of gives you the illusion that you have a wider FOV even though you really don't. Third person field of view I have on 90, same with wide on vehicle field of view. First person and third person camera movement I have both on least. That's so that like you'll have better aim with it because your screen isn't shaking as much when you like get hit with nades or whatever. Another good thing is the default spectator camera. This was a big thing in the beta. You would have the helmet camera for when you were spectating. It would be like a police body cam or helmet cam. And you switch to the game perspective, so that's the normal in like first person thing. Now I will let you guys know, if you're in game and it's still in the helmet cam for whatever reason, press the Y button. I don't know what it is on keyboard and mouse. It should tell you at like the top right of the screen. You can switch what perspective you want in game, and I didn't know it could do that. I was at the helmet cam for like God knows how long. Now an extra thing, I mean you can see my graphics or my audio settings if you want. I don't know if these really matter, but these are it. Now interface settings, this is pretty important. In your interface settings, you want to go to color customization, put it to filter 2, put the color filter target to both, your world color intensity to 85, and your HUD color palette to Tritonopia. This will make your colors like a lot more vibrant, because if I just put it to none, you can kind of see in the preview image that it makes everything more vibrant. It'll be a lot nicer to look at. And that's just a small thing that I really like. Another thing is telemetry. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I have on custom, and I have my FPS counter and server latency on, so I can see that it's top left of the corner of the screen. And the last thing, obviously you want to skip introduction movie on because that'll stop your PC from lagging from when you're booting up the game if you're having issues with that. A thing that was used to stop crashes, if you're still dealing with crashes, turning off parallax effects might help. So give that a try if you're still experiencing like scanner repairs. I turned it off and it actually did kind of help. I haven't had a crash in a very long time. Another good thing is to have center dot on. This will essentially keep a static dot at the center of the screen that won't move. Because I don't know if you noticed when you're playing the game, your center crosshair will move like a lot depending on what movements you were doing. And having a center dot there, you'll be able to see the center of your screen at all times. And I have my scale on default. So that's all the settings. I wanted to breeze through because these videos can be very lengthy and I hate dragging these out. But if you did enjoy today's video or if these settings helped you in any way, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload another video. And I don't know, why did I say it like that? Oh. And yeah, I have some interesting videos coming up over the next week, so definitely turn on notifications for those. And with that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.